Be blessed by the divine. How much meditation is too much? Isn't it a wonderful question? Meditation, if you have experienced, is a beautiful thing. And you keep wanting to do that, doing that again and again. Especially in a location like the Temple of Consciousness, where our Guru Sri Vethathiri Maharishi lived, where thousands of people come together to meditate on a daily basis. It is a beautiful environment to sit and meditate, and therefore you feel like meditating there for long, and you feel like meditating there all the time. But there is a limit as to how much meditation we require for our normal day-to-day life. Perhaps you are also like me. Either you are married, or you have a life partner, or you are planning to have a life of your own, raise a family, raise kids maybe, and maybe you have a profession of your own. Maybe you are a business person, maybe you're working somewhere. You have responsibilities, you have social responsibilities, you have financial responsibilities, you have physical responsibilities. Therefore, you need to balance all of these out with your own responsibility for your body, your health, your mind, and your spiritual progression in life. We cannot just give up what we are doing in the society and just go and live on top of a hill and forget everything else and sit and meditate for long, forever, and for months together and years together. Such a life is not possible for us and not required for us, and certainly we become a burden for everyone else. I have 3 kids, I have a wife, I have my father, I have my in-laws, I have my businesses. We have people who are dependent on these businesses, and therefore it's important for me to take responsibility for all of this. Therefore, I need to achieve a fine balance between my spiritual journey and my material, physical, social world, social life. How do I do that? I do that by allocating a different budgetary time for different aspects of my spiritual work. For instance, my physical yoga, I spend about 45 minutes to 1 hour a day. For my meditation, I like to allocate about 20 minutes in the morning, 20 to 30 minutes in the morning, and 20 to 30 minutes in the evening. After 34 years of practicing this simplified Kundalini yoga on a regular basis, today I can guarantee you that about 20 to 30 minutes of meditation in the morning, and similarly 20 to 30 minutes of meditation, is more than enough for me. And I suppose it will be more than enough for normal human beings like me. Now, sometimes we might end up meditating for long. We might end up meditating far too many times a day. Now, when that happens, there could be 2 or 3 things that will tell us that it is too much. Number 1, that our body will start to complain. We cannot sit quietly for long. We cannot, there'll be back pain, there will be thigh pain, there will be knee pain, there will be elbow pain, there will be neck pain, there will be stress in the back. We will feel like shifting our body here and there. When that happens after about, say, half an hour or 40 minutes of meditation, we know that we have reached the physical limits of sitting quietly and sitting unmoved for a long period of time. So it's time for us to conclude that meditation and perhaps sit together again on a different time during the course of the day. So that's point number 1. So 20 minutes to 30 minutes is very easy. It is, for most people, it is very easy. For those who are starting or beginning now as beginners, we might find it a little bit strainful to begin with. So start with 10 minutes of meditation, 15 minutes of meditation, then you take it to about 20 minutes to 25 minutes of meditation. But ideally, don't go beyond half an hour of meditation. So 40 minutes, 45 minutes is actually a little too much to do. 1 hour is way beyond the limit. You really don't need to meditate for 1 long hour. The second symptom is the mental symptom. When you have reached beyond the ability to concentrate after half an hour or so, you will certainly start getting distractions in your mind. So when that happens, maybe it's time for you to stop that meditation and concentrate on those thoughts. Perhaps you have some important things to do. Concentrate on that and finish the job. and find another time to sit down and meditate again. The third thing where we might find that the meditation is a little too much to do is the number of times on any given day. Twice a day is more than sufficient, especially if you are a sky yoga meditator. 2 times a day is enough for us. But if we end up doing 5 times a day, 10 times a day, 20 times a day, then it becomes like we are not interested in doing anything else in our life. Now that is a sin by itself. Well, let me explain why I say it is a sin. I have 3 children, I have 3 children, I have a wife, and I have people dependent on me. Now if I sit and meditate for long and keep meditating 20 times a day, I will practically not have time to concentrate on anything other than just doing meditation. What about the other responsibilities of mine? And people will keep thinking that, oh, look at this guy from morning to evening, all he does is just meditating. So who will cook for him? Who will work for him? Who will earn his money? Who will shelter him? Who will clothe him? Who will do his job? Who will wash his plate? Who will wash his clothes? Who will take care of his environment? Who will keep his house clean? Who will do his job for the society? So there are limits to how much meditation we can keep doing. So we need to achieve a balance. So anything beyond twice a day, 20 minutes to 30 minutes at a time in the morning and 20-30 minutes in the evening, I feel is a little too much. Of course, you can do 4 or 5 times a day if you are, especially if you are a Muslim, if you are Islam, and if you are inspired by Islam, for instance, which is a wonderful religion in my opinion. There are many good things to learn from every religion. Islam is one such, where you can meditate about 5 times a day, but then you can reduce the amount of time you are meditating. Instead of 30 minutes at a time, maybe you can meditate for 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes in the evening, and 3 times during the course of the day in between these 2 meditations for 5 minutes. So that way what happens is you are not taking too much time away from your responsibility, but you are meditating every 3 hours or every 4 hours or so. And it's a wonderful thing to get into. And if you can do that 5 times a day with only 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes in the evening, and 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes during the course of the day, and that I think is more than enough for normal human beings like you and me. Doing too much meditation is not going to take you to self-realization faster. In fact, it will be the opposite. You will go backward because you will not be able to concentrate on your social responsibilities, your family responsibilities, your physical responsibilities, your material requirements, and therefore eventually you will come crashing down at some point of time, and that will be of no use. So self-realization is easily possible with just a few times meditation during the course of the day, and maybe take 1 day in a week, say a Sunday, like the Christians do. They just go to a temple and then they attend the mass, and they in a form of meditation that they do, the prayers that they do for 1 hour, 1.5 hours. It's a beautiful thing to do. But there again, you don't need to meditate for 2 hours at a stretch. You can do 20 minutes and have a break of about 20 minutes or half an hour each between 2 meditations. So do visit simplifiedkundaliniyoga.com, awaken your Kundalini, and start meditating today. Be blessed by the divine.